And Bonds hits one high. It's a dig. It is out of here. 7:56. Bonds stands alone.
Now Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for 8. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead.
Minute remaining. And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's for damn sure.
Yes. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Taproom Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Stacks on Stacks Lats. Joined with my guys, Mr. Swerving Irving Washington and Big Ballin' Ben Larson. Live and direct in the house. We are being brought to you by Sharps. Make sure to download the Sharps app to track your bets and become a better. That's Sharps, SHARPZ. You can download it to any mobile device. Track your bets. Use promo code Jord517. It's free to download, free to use. Do it now. That being said, how we doing tonight, fellas?
I'm doing good. Can't complain.
Nice.
Hey, glad to be back. Thanks for taking over the reins on Sunday when I wasn't there.
Yep, we got you, Ben.
Oh yeah,
We got
I
you.
was also just thinking. You said we're in here. I'm thinking, damn, it's fucking 50 degrees out. Like 2 years ago, I was sitting out in that freezing when we first started, sitting out in that freezing ass garage.
Oh yeah.
Fucking huddled my ass up,
Oh yeah.
drinking cold beer. Now I'm inside in the office, and fuck, it's nice.
Well, you're drinking a cold beer. I'm not today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm drinking water. What are you sipping on though?
So I'm doing the Firestone Double Hop Gnosis. So this is the Imperial IPA. I think I had it on maybe 2 weeks ago. 8.3%. So it's a big boy.
It's a big
and
boy.
It comes in the 20-ounce can. So it's a fun one.
Nice. Hell yeah. What are you sipping on?
Air.
Some Henny.
I got some of that right here.
Hey.
Right for you. This bottle has lasted me like
Since
since
that.
you started.
I'm saving that for Thursday.
Nice. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there too, by the way.
Yep.
Tomorrow's Blackout Wednesday. So if you're
Is that why you're not drinking today?
Nah, you know me, Ben. I'm too old for
You
that
drank
shit
too
now.
much last night. That's why.
I didn't even drink last night.
Oh, damn.
I told
What's going
you
on the cleanse here, huh?
I told you I haven't been drinking on the weekdays lately, unless like we're doing a show and I don't have shit to do the next day. But unfortunately, in my line of work, this is my busiest week of the year. So
Yeah.
this morning I worked 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.,
Whew.
which is always fun. And tomorrow I'll be doing the same thing. So,
Right.
Yep. But with that being said, excited to be here. We're gonna be talking some NFL football tonight. We got 3 division games on Thursday. We got a division game on Black Friday, the first ever Black Friday game, which is going to be on Amazon Prime, right? It's on Amazon Prime, the game.
Let me check.
Yep. Prime Video.
Yeah, and
Yep.
the Thursday night game is on NBC. So, not Amazon on Thursday. But obviously, Dallas and Detroit hosting the 2 other games. So, excited to talk those. But before we hop into those games, I do want to talk about the game we saw last night on Monday night between the Chiefs and the Eagles. Most watched regular season game in the NFL in quite some time. It drew 29 million viewers. But with that being said, we were on the Chiefs last night, obviously, and I was very confident that the Chiefs were going to win that game, and it looked like everything was going our way in the first half, man. And even in the third quarter, like the Chiefs defense through basically two and a half quarters, the Chiefs defense held the Eagles to 79 yards, and 70 of that came on one drive. And then kind of like the Chiefs offense, we've seen this time and time again throughout this season. Like, they just cannot get going, dude. What is the problem with the Chiefs right now, Irv?
Consistency on the offensive end. They can drive the ball downfield. They can make plays, or just when it's time to make plays, when it counts, or when it's time to make plays to take a real foothold on the game, they just can't make them. Whether it be a fumble, a drop pass, an interception. Well, I can't say interception because Patty Mahomes don't throw that many interceptions.
He did throw a red zone interception though on Monday night.
Yeah, he did, but sometimes he gets a little greedy. That could be the but that was more of a good play by the DB. He undercut the ball and made a good play. But yeah, it's just they got to find a way to be more consistent at those crucial times in the game. I think it'll come to them come playoff time, because that's usually when they ramp it up and play like the Super Bowl winning team that they are. But they got to try to build those good habits. They got crunch time in the regular season.
They got to get Rashee Rice more involved in the offense. He is by far their best receiver. You said what, Irv?
Him and Sky Moore.
Yeah. Because, I mean, like, dude, it's like time and time again I watch them, and it's like dump offs to Kelsey, and, these other receivers fucking run the wrong route or fucking drop the ball. And it's like every time Rashee Rice makes a play, like, he makes a play, but he's only in there for like fucking 40% of the snaps.
Yeah.
It don't make any sense. But I do agree with your point about the Chiefs as far as, like, we kind of saw this last year. Remember there was that Sunday night game against the Titans, and Malik Willis was the quarterback, and the Titans like had like 100 yards of offense, but that was a one possession game at the end of the game. Like the Chiefs just, in my opinion, like, they're so used to winning, and they know how to win, that they kind of just, like, I don't want to say coast during the regular season, but they kind of do just coast, and then they turn it up at the right time, and that's how they did last year. And I kind of I thought this was going to be that game where, like, the offense, like, finally fucking hit stride, because the Eagles secondary sucks. Like, they have one of the worst secondaries in the NFL. And in the first half, like, I mean, to be honest, like, they moved the ball pretty well. It's just they had that turnover. They had those 2 turnovers in the red zone, the Patty Mahomes INT and the Kelsey fumble. And, and then MVS drops that ball at the end of the game, and that was the biggest difference in the game. They should have won that game by 2 touchdowns. Because the Chiefs' defense did enough. The Chiefs' defense did enough.
Yeah. The Chiefs' defense is actually balling.
Yeah.
That defense is actually good now.
And they don't even have Nick Bolton right now. Imagine when he comes back.
He's supposed to come back next week, hopefully. They said they might get him back next week.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge lift to that defense. But, I mean, hats off to the Kansas City Chiefs. They've drafted really well on defense over the last 3 years, man. McDuffie, Karlaftis. Yep. We called that pick, too. We said that was going to be a fucking steal.
Yeah, he looking better than Aiden Hutchinson right now.
Yep.
I think one thing we got to remember, too, is that this was different than we see a lot of previous years with the Super Bowl, matchups from the previous year. Usually it's week 1, week 2. Now we're waiting until week 11, where there was a lot of emotion built in this. So, I think Philly came out pretty strong offensively, and they at least were able to disrupt enough to drop to have Kansas City wide receivers drop 1 million fucking passes yesterday. But like, I don't think we can take that emotion out of the game either.
My only thing about the receivers dropping the passes, Ben, is like this has been going on all season.
I know it's been going on all season, but I mean, when was the last time Mahomes was almost 50%
against the Lions?
Game 1, yeah, when nobody's.
But that's been the issue. Like, that's been the difference between the Chiefs of years prior to the Chiefs now, is like they don't have good wide receivers. Like, Rashee Rice is going to be a great wide receiver, and it's only a matter of time until, like, they start getting them more involved. But, like, that's the thing, is, like, they always have good wide receivers, and now that's their weakness. And Kelsey is getting older, And I do think that ankle is hampering him a lot more than we know or think. And, to be honest, I do think that there is some, I do think, I hate to because his outside life is his outside life, but I do think that the Taylor Swift thing is kind of, I don't want to say holding him back, but it definitely has something to do with something because, he spent his whole off week in Buenos Aires, you know what I mean?
He was still 7 for 9 though.
Yeah, but I mean, he's catching 5-yard passes.
Bro, you overblowing the Taylor Swift stuff.
He's way overblowing the Taylor Swift thing.
Just stop it.
I might be, but dude, why is it all of a sudden that he fucking isn't as good as he once was?
The thing is, if you see him, Kelsey's average yards per catch ain't never been that great or that high outside of 1 or 2 years. Most of his routes are choice routes, which is him reading the defense, reading the secondary, and taking what they're giving him. And he knows Mahomes ain't been having a bunch of time back there, so he's going to try to get open as soon as he can. He's not running a bunch of seam routes and post routes this year. He's running more choice routes and slants and stuff like that.
But he's also a good yak catcher, yak receiver.
Yeah, but
he's not getting those yak yards this year.
Kind of hard to get yak yards when you got 3 defenders watching your every move.
I mean, it could be. I'm just saying, we're never gonna know the truth.
It has nothing to do with Taylor Swift, bro.
Could be, bro. I mean, my mind would be elsewhere, dude. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, shut your ass up. That's why we're not professional athletes.
Well, if I was 6'4", 230, and ran like he did, I could have my mind elsewhere and still be a good athlete.
No, it's not like Kelsey's having a bad season.
Nah. I was actually talking with
yards per reception are 2 yards down from previous years.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, but I mean a lot of it is yak, and I think that ankle's hurting him more than we think. And he had the knee issue too. The knee and the ankle. I think both are probably hampering him a little bit. I was talking with someone yesterday and I was saying one of the most tradable positions in football is a wide receiver. We see elite wide receivers get traded all the time. Randy Moss, DeAndre Hopkins, the list goes on and on about elite wide receivers. I was telling someone, dude, do you think it's a possibility, or I was asking someone and just throwing the idea out there, that maybe the Vikings are in cap hell, dude. They have a huge cap situation coming up. Kirk Cousins is a free agent at the end of the year. Plus, he's got the Achilles injury. Do you think there's any chance the Vikings kind of look at it? They're like, yo, we got Powell, we have Addison. Let's trade Justin Jefferson and get some assets for him. And I think a perfect landing destination would be the Kansas City Chiefs.
Did they extend Justin Jefferson yet?
I mean, you could extend him and still trade him. I don't know. That's actually a good question. I don't know if they have, Irv.
Well, they haven't extended him, then maybe they entertain it, but I'm pretty sure he's part of their future plans because I'm pretty sure they would rather have those 2 good / I don't know. Addison got the chance to be great, so if you keep
Powell
Addison,
looks really good too, dude.
Yeah, if you keep Addison with Powell and Justin Jefferson, you could probably have a Cincinnati Bengals thing going on. So,
but you could also trade Jefferson and get more picks, dude, and kind of load up.
Well, that just all depends on how they want to build towards the future. Well, it honestly depends on what they want to do with the quarterback position, because if they can get a good rookie quarterback, then
I also think you get fans boycotting if they trade Justin Jefferson at this point.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. That might not be an avenue they would want to entertain. They might try to trade some other pieces before they entertain trading Justin Jefferson.
But wide receivers get traded all the time, man. Randy Moss got traded in his prime, bro.
Yeah, but Justin Jefferson ain't been a distraction, and he's a top 2, 3, top 2, top 1. A lot of people got him as their number one.
What was Randy Moss when he got traded?
Yeah, but Randy Moss got traded because we knew that the Vikings wasn't going to pay him. They've shown all intentions on paying Justin Jefferson.
Because wide receiver is the one position where we see elite guys get traded all the time.
Yeah, because they usually ask for a trade, or they asking for too much money that the team wants to pay him, and they end up trading him. But Justin Jefferson's been a team player, so I'll be surprised if they entertain trading Justin Jefferson.
I mean, there's a lot of other receivers too that I think could be involved in trades this offseason. Mike Evans being one of them.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be a free agent though.
I think he still got one. Doesn't he still have a year or two
I
left
think
on?
this is last year, and they can't tag him.
Uh, there you go, Chiefs. Make your move. Um, I was just thinking because the Chiefs got to do something, bro. They got to do something with that wide receiver position, and obviously it's not going to help them this year. But how do you see the AFC stacking out? Because I mean, the best thing that's basically gone the Chiefs' way in this last 2 weeks is Burrow getting hurt, right? Because now basically takes Cincinnati out of the fucking AFC. I mean, the only team that's probably they have to worry about is the fucking Ravens, who I still think is the best team in the NFL, by the way.
Yeah, I think all roads might run through Baltimore, honestly.
Yep. Damn, last Tuesday, Irv, I spent fucking 20 minutes talking about how the Baltimore Ravens were the best team in the NFL.
Yes, you did. I mean, you look at it too. Like out of the AFC East, you're going to have Miami and Buffalo, who both have major flaws. We might get the Browns in a wild card position out of the AFC North, just because
the QB situation's a mess, though.
What's that?
Their QB situation's a mess.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But I mean, look who they're going to be going against. It's going to be either Cleveland, Houston, and I think Denver is too far back. Maybe Denver, to take, those two of those three other positions. Sorry, two of the three, yeah, because Buffalo or Miami will get that other wild card position.
Denver is definitely live to make the playoffs. We talked about this a few weeks ago. Live.
I'd probably say Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati are all out.
Nah, Cleveland, they have the best defense in the league.
Yeah, but they have to score.
Dude, that defense can hold teams to like 10 points, so anytime you can hold a team to 10 points and you only got to score 13, dude, it makes things a lot easier. Yeah, I definitely think we can take Pittsburgh out, dude. That team fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
So Cleveland has, they got a pretty favorable schedule. Broncos, Rams, Jags, Bears, Texans, Jets, and Bengals.
Bengals, I think we could take out.
Yeah.
Now that Burrow's gone. Although Jake Browning didn't look too bad in his last start, but once film gets out, then I think things are going to change a little bit. But sucks, dude, because even with Deshaun Watson, I thought the Browns had a legit chance of winning the AFC, and now that he's hurt, dude, it's just like they'll probably make the playoffs and then be out in the first round. But dude, that defense is so legit, bro.
Yeah, PJ Walker and Dorian Thompson.
Yeah, DTR looked like fucking ass.
Yeah.
On Sunday, dude. The fact they won that game is like a testament to how good that defense is, dude, and how bad Kenny Pickett is. A little bit of both. All right, let's talk about these games on Thursday. So let's start with the morning game or afternoon game if you're on the East Coast, or noon game, I should say, on the East Coast. We have the Packers going into Detroit to face the Detroit Lions. Packers are 4-6, 5-5 against the spread. Detroit 8-2, 7-3 ATS. The spread currently is the Lions laying 7.5. The total is at 46.5. What do you guys think about this game?
I think the Lions win this game, but I think 7.5 is too much. The way that they've won their games this year are very, very close. That Chicago game, 31-26. The Chargers, 41-38. Vegas was the only, one that they won by, 12 points there, 26-14.
That game should have been a lot closer, too, if fucking Jimmy Garoppolo could throw to a wide-open fucking DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah. I don't know how much Jordan Love's going to be able to throw.
Jordan Love's looked good the last 2 weeks, so.
Yeah. So, I mean, I like Detroit here, but I think that 7.5 is too much.
What do you think, Herb?
I kind of agree with Ben, because the thing with Detroit, they start off hot. It's just their defense can't stop people and make a blowout, and it always turns a potential blowout into a close game. Now, Jordan Love has been playing a lot better. Can he continue this consistency in a division game? Maybe. We all know I'm not that high on the guy, but he has been playing a lot better these last couple weeks. And the Packers usually, I don't know, they always have close games. So I can't remember the last time it was a blowout in one of these games. So
It was
when they lost to the
that they
Vikings.
lost Minnesota 24-10.
And it was after that game that Jordan Love started to kind of fucking
you
turn
got
it
the
on a little bit.
20-3 win against the Rams, 23-19 against Pittsburgh, and then the 23-20 win against
they should have won that Pittsburgh game too.
Yeah.
They outgained Pittsburgh by like 200 yards, dude.
Yeah.
yeah, so
I just think that 7.5 is too much. If it was 7, I might.
My only concern though is
Detroit.
that the Packers cannot stop the fucking run, dude.
Yeah.
yeah,
At all.
that was another thing I was about to bring up. And Dan Campbell has proved he takes advantage of a team's weakness.
Yo, that's my only concern about this, dude. I kind of lean the over, to be honest. I know it's 46.5, but
I see some places where it's 47.
yeah,
It opened at 44.5 though.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because if the Bears could put up 26, the Packers could definitely do the same.
Yeah.
But Aaron Jones might not play though, so
Yeah, no, I don't think I think he's definitely not playing, dude.
yeah, so
Fantasy has him as out.
Yeah, they have I mean, both teams actually have a fucking thrash of injuries, dude. But the Packers is a lot more.
yeah, they got a good amount of injuries.
Yeah, Aaron Jones doubtful right now. They have a shit ton of people that are fucking questionable. Yeah, dude, I just like that's my biggest concern, dude, is the Packers cannot stop the run, bro. And for some reason, the Chargers like refuse to run the ball on Sunday against the Packers.
Because the Chargers make stupid fucking decisions.
And it's another reason fucking that head coach Brandon Staley should be fucking fired. But nonetheless, nonetheless, I agree with you though, Ben. I think that Green Bay keeps it within a number. I think Detroit wins. I would probably look at teasing the Lions down to 1.5, if anything.
Yeah.
That would probably be my play here. And then
That's
finding a teaser partner with them.
Yeah, I think there's a couple teasing partners that you can look at this week.
Or I would play the over.
See, but I thought 46 was high. I know Detroit scores and allows a lot of points, but Green Bay doesn't.
Bro, look at Detroit's last fucking.
Oh no, I again, yeah, but look at the Packers. You know, the last 5 games of the Packers, the highest was 36 points.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Yeah,
sorry,
they
no,
played
43
them.
last week.
they played the Pirates. They played the Steelers, who fucking can't move the ball against a fucking peewee team.
42 points in that.
They played the Rams with fucking Rippy in that quarterback, dude.
Yeah,
Ripping.
But then again, they only put up 20 points there.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely haven't been like lighting the world on fire offensively, and they definitely haven't been good on the road. That's another concerning thing. On the road, they've lost Pittsburgh, Denver, Raiders. Their only and Atlanta. Their only road win is week 1 against the fucking Bears.
Hmm.
Against the spread away, they're 2-3. Detroit at home, 3-2.
I think I'm gonna have to either take the Packers or I'm gonna take the Lions or the over.
I think teasing the Lions down is probably the best thing.
Because you all know Detroit is gonna probably put up between 25 and 30 points or more.
Just
but
depends on what the Packers do.
About 20 to 28 points. So
yep. And last week the Lions couldn't stop the Bears from running at all, dude. I think the Bears ran for like 200 something yards. And that's honestly what the Packers do best, is running the football. But, no Aaron Jones. I know they kind of, You got AJ Dillon, Mr. 2 yards per carry back there. So
Yep.
although AJ Dillon has looked better too. I definitely I think I'm gonna tease the Lions though. I'm find a teasing partner with them.
Last week's game in Green Bay, LA, Justin Herbert was the leading rusher with 73 yards.
Yeah, they didn't run the ball. I was on the Packers too, and I just kept watching the game, and I'm like, dude, why are the fucking Chargers not running the football, dude? Against one of the worst rush defenses in the NFL. Literally makes no fucking sense. All right, let's move on to the next game. We got the Commies who still haven't fired fucking Ron Rivera going against the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas is laying 10.5. The total is 48.5. High total. The Cowboys, by the way, I thought this was very interesting. They're like 1-9 against the spread on Thanksgiving in their last 10 Thanksgiving games.
Yeah, but who have they been playing?
I mean, dude, I remember, I think it was like 2 years ago, the Raiders went in there and beat the fucking brakes off them.
That's true.
And the Raiders were not
true.
good. But what do you guys think about this game?
I honestly think it could be a shootout.
I feel
Yeah,
like that's all the Commies games.
And I'm thinking this could be, that other game that you teased down with the
I'm not teasing a 10.5, Ben, but honestly, I honestly might lay the 10.5 with Dallas here. Bro, the Commies just lost to the fucking Giants, dude.
Yeah, and they lost
Tommy
to the
DeVito.
Giants.
That's nasty work right there.
Like that's a locker room crippling loss, dude. Like
They've lost twice to the Giants too.
Yeah, the fact that Ron Rivera still has a job after that game is mind-boggling to me, dude.
Yeah.
Like that, he should have immediately been fired after that game. Commies had 6
Danny DeVito,
turnovers,
right?
dude. Yeah, they lost to Danny DeVito's nephew, bro.
Yeah.
That's nasty work.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like Dallas has a lot to prove this year, and they're going to come out and beat up on bad teams.
They've done it all year. They beat the shit out of bad teams.
Yeah, and I don't see that stopping. I think they're going to struggle against the good teams, which is where we see those 3 losses. But they're not going to take their foot off the gas. So I can definitely see that 11.
When you said they struggle against the good teams, they struggled against the Niners. They should have won that Eagles game, if we're being
not
honest.
Struggled, but they lost. They haven't blown the fucking lights out on good teams.
Yeah, and they lost to the Cardinals.
Yeah, early week 3. When they played the Cardinals and lost the Cardinals.
Strange things happen in the NFL.
Absolutely.
What do you think, Irv?
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to back the Commies right now, man. Like the only team that they play good against and actually look like a team that can take that next step is the Eagles. And everybody else, they just downright struggle against them, and losing the way they did twice to the Giants. Yeah, I think it's a high chance they go out there and get their asses creamed by the Cowboys, because the Cowboys know they got to keep pace with the Eagles. They got to keep pace with the Lions and the Niners. So teams like this, they definitely got to take advantage of and put away early and just continue to whoop their ass. So unless we have a Sam Howell masterpiece, I don't see this game being that close, honestly, because this defense, man, as good as that D-line is, even without Sweat and Chase Young, that secondary can't cover grass. So
hold on. Do the Commies have a bye next week?
let me check.
They play on they play on the 3rd.
Is that next Sunday?
Yeah.
And then
they have the bye.
The Cowboys play next Thursday. They play 2 Thursdays in a row.
Cowboys play next Thursday. Yep.
Against the Seahawks. All right.
Yeah.
Because that would change things for me. Because there's a system that teams going into bye weeks playing conference teams on the road are like 75% ATS in the last 30 years.
Because they just give it all.
Yeah, because they're going into a bye.
Mm-hmm.
But man, for me, dude, this is Dallas or nothing, dude. It's Dallas or stay away. And I know Dallas hasn't covered, they've covered one time in the last 10 years on Thanksgiving. I think that even is better because it's a buy low spot because everyone's talking about, oh, the Cowboys don't cover on Thanksgiving, blah, blah. And you know what? I love the Cowboys, and what's probably going to happen? The Commies are going to go in there and win that fucking game.
Do you think this number is going to drop?
The 10.5? No, I think it only goes up, dude. Because, I mean, recency bias is real, and everyone saw the Commies lose to the fucking Giants, dude.
Yep.
So I don't know how, like, and I don't want to put recency bias because NFL is different week to week, but like I just think that kind of loss to the Giants is a fucking locker room deflating loss. Like that's the kind of loss where like the locker rooms it's just like it's over, the year's over, bro. Like. Well, I mean, like, dude, they could have been 5-6, but now they're 4-7. And 5-6, you're still like kind of in a playoff hunt. Now you really have nothing to play for.
Yeah, especially with Dallas and
the Commies don't even have a win in the division yet. They're 0-4 in the division.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
Bro, how you lose 2 games to the fucking Giants, dude?
Yeah, your coach should be fired. Period, point blank.
I do not understand how that motherfucker has a job, dog.
New owners or not.
Bro, if I was that bad at my job, I wouldn't have a job.
Yeah, he should, man.
This next game, Ben, though, that we're going to talk about, this is a good teasing partner. Niners at Seahawks. Unless you think the Seahawks can win this game. What's the status on Geno? Is he playing?
Geno is questionable. Kenneth Walker is out.
Damn, Hafanga's on the IR?
But
Hafanga tore his ACL? What the fuck?
Yep.
Damn, dude. Who's going to get all the tipped INTs now, bro?
Geno Smith is limited today.
Yeah, I think he's going to play, but he's
Kenneth Walker fantasy shows that he's not playing. Let's see. He is listed as a non-participant Tuesday.
Honestly, if there's a bet I like, I think I like Seattle +7.
No.
No.
Yeah.
He's not ready.
No.
Especially if Drew Lock plays, dude. Then I really like Seattle.
Nope.
Oh, that pass rush, that O-line. Bro, they just signed Jason Peters. He's going to be starting.
Who? Seattle?
Yeah.
Oof. Pretty rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might tease the Niners down to a pick or down to -1.
Like old boy said on Taken, good luck.
I just feel like these are the kind of spots where like Seattle like gets up for, especially coming off that loss against the fucking Rams. But bro, I would feel much more confident if Drew Lock was playing, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Geno's like very mid.
Drew Lock is like the definition of like subpar though.
I think Drew Lock's better than Geno Smith.
I'm sure Irv has a couple comments about that.
Bro, at least Drew Lock Drew Lock can force that motherfucker down the field, bro. And honestly, when he's gotten in, he's looked good this year.
Okay, DK Metcalf did not participate. Jarek Reed II did not participate. Kenneth Walker did not participate. Geno was limited. Man, then Reek Wolin. cornerback was limited.
They got a lot of injuries, dude.
They got a lot of injuries. But you've got Lockett, Adams, Trey Brown, Kobe Bryant, DJ Dallas, all full participant. Who most of those were limited.
Yeah.
On Monday.
I'm not confident. I wouldn't want to lay the 7 though on the road in Seattle. I feel much better about teasing it down, so I might tease Lions down to 1.5 and Niners down to 1.
I like the Niners opening at 6.5. It's a lot nicer than that 7, but I opened at 6. But
yeah, and the 7 always leaves open the fucking back door too. Like you could be up fucking 10 and they score a meaningless fucking touchdown, or you could be at 14, they score a meaningless touchdown at the end, and you fucking pushes.
Well, after watching the Seahawks against that Rams defense, I don't think they'll be putting up much points against the Niners.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the under 43 might be a good play too.
No, but the Niners score a lot of points when they actually blow motherfuckers out. So
yeah, I mean they only put up 27 against Tampa. They put up 34 against.
Tampa got a pretty good defense though.
Been pretty mid this year. I mean, fucking CJ Stroud put up like 40 on them.
Well, CJ Stroud ain't your regular rookie, clearly.
I got them at 6.5. I already have this bet taken, so.
All right.
I
I'll lean
like
the under.
This game.
I think this could be a fucking 21 to fucking 17 game, or 21-14. I think it's gonna be low scoring. Niners better hope they don't need Jake Moody to kick a game winner. All right, let's move on to the next game. We got the Friday night, the Black Friday matchup between the Dolphins at the Jets. We talked about this game before coming on air. Currently, the Jets are catching 9.5. Total's 41. Dolphins obviously laying the 9.5.
I see 10.
10, 9.5, 10s, depending on where you shop at. Irv, I'll let you start it because I do agree with what you said before we started the show. So take it away.
Yes, benching Zach Wilson and starting any quarterback, starting me at quarterback, gonna galvanize that locker room, and I think the players gonna play a lot better. He just wasn't getting the job done. Hopefully, Tim Boyle, I think that's his name.
Yep.
Hopefully, he can come in and provide a spark with the offense because they have a good run game. They got weapons on the outside. They just got to be able to get the ball out because that O-line can't really block too much. So they just gotta play mistake-free football and lean on that defense. Just make the plays you got to make, and they could have a good shot at winning this game outright, honestly.
Yeah, I think this could be a sneaky dog upset here. A big dog, plus 375. I do agree with the galvanizing the locker room night. You bench Zach Wilson. You know, we said it before the Chiefs game. It started to look like the Jets defense was starting to give up because they were just so tired of fucking, you know, the offense going 3 and out and then being on the field and having to carry the team. And then Zach Wilson had a good showing against the Chiefs, and he hasn't been the same since then, dude. And, like, I don't want to put all the blame on Zach Wilson because the offensive line hasn't been very good. But he does leave a lot to be desired in the decision-making and playmaking and shit. So I do think that as far as the locker room's concerned, I think going to any quarterback is beneficial. Remember last year, dude, they went to Mike White. Mike White was way better than Zach Wilson. You know, like everybody that's played in a Jets uniform in the last 3 years has been better than Zach Wilson. So I do think that anybody they put out there is probably an upgrade. So I do agree with Irv in the sense that I like the Jets. I'm going to play the Jets in this game, especially at 10. If I can get a 10, I'm definitely going to play it. And I think the Jets have a shot at winning this game, dude. I really do, dude. That defense is fucking legit, dude. And if they can just get a couple fucking touchdowns, dude, they would if they could score, this would be a playoff team right now.
But you got to think about it too, though. Miami beats up against bad teams.
Yeah, but I
Beats
didn't like
up
the way
against bad teams.
I didn't like the way they looked versus the Raiders.
Yeah, they look like shit against the Raiders.
They still won.
Yeah, 20
They
to 13.
did, but they still won by 7.
But
Bad
that
team.
was a big part of
Patriots.
that was the Raiders having a rookie quarterback that missed a couple throws that could have changed that game.
He threw like 3
Boyle's
picks,
not a
dude.
rookie quarterback. He's been in a couple games, but he's still a number 3 quarterback.
Yeah, I get it, but I'm just
We
not.
can't forget about that. They beat up on the Patriots, who are a bad team. They beat up on the Panthers, who are a bad team. The Giants, bad team.
But the difference between the
Broncos at
Jets
start,
and all
bad
those,
team.
the difference between the Jets and all those teams, though, Ben, is the Jets have a top 3 defense. None of those teams do.
Nowhere near it.
Like,
but they have to put up points to win the game, and you know,
yeah, but
even in the
that's what we're
games that
saying. Like,
lost, they're
dude, they
still
can't
putting
be
up.
they can't be any worse offensively, bro. There's no way they could be worse offensively.
Yeah, I don't think
But
so.
there's a possibility that they're not better.
I find that hard to
been
believe.
one
dude.
third-string quarterback that has came in and make a difference.
There's a lot of third-string quarterbacks that come in and make a difference sometimes.
Like who?
Joshua Dobbs.
He was their second-string quarterback last year or this year.
He was a third-string quarterback on the Browns. They traded him, and he got to start, and then now he's starting on a fucking playoff caliber Vikings team. Anyways, my point is that sometimes politics reign supreme, dude. Zach Wilson should never have been starting, dude. But the reason why he's starting is because he was a second overall pick, right? And the Jets drafted him.
Well, there's a third overall pick that's not starting, and we know that.
I mean, it happens, but I'm with Irv, dude. I like the Jets in this game. Jets plus 10.
I'm not playing this, but I lean Miami.
No, and it's supposed to be rainy and windy too on Friday in New York. Keep that in mind.
47 and cloudy at game time.
I saw wind in the forecast this morning. It's saying 8.1 miles an hour right now, but if it kicks up to 10, dude, that changes things. 10-mile-an-hour winds is when things start gusting. And also the Dolphins not really good on the road. 2-2 on the road. Their 2 wins on the road are against fucking the Giants and the Carolina Panthers. Or I'm sorry, it's against New England and the Chargers. Week 1, and they should have lost that Chargers game, dude. Fucking, oh my god, dude. The Chargers are so... What a fucking terrible franchise that is. My goodness. All right, let's get some best bets.
Let's go, y'all.
What's our best bets for the Thursday, Friday games, fellas? What do you like, Irv?
I'm gonna take the Jets plus 10. I'm gonna take the Cowboys minus the 11. And I like the over for the Lions and the Packers.
What was it? 46.5?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Ben?
I'm going to go San Francisco minus 7. I'm going to go Dallas at the 11, and then Green Bay plus 7.5.
All right. I'm going Lions minus 1.5, Niners minus 1, a 6-point teaser together. And then Jets plus 10. Those are my 2 best bets.
We're also going to go New York Rangers money line tomorrow. Minus 110.
Ooh, Rangers. He's going Rangers. Nice. Minus 110. All right. And I lean Cowboys too. I might bet it. I might get there. All right, everybody. Thank you for tapping in with us. This was a nice, short, to the point episode. Hopefully, everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving. Eat a ton of fucking turkey. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy everything. Life is short. Make sure to join us. I might be on tomorrow with AK. We haven't talked yet. I haven't talked to him about it, but I might be on tomorrow. Follow us on Twitter at @taproom_sports. We're always live on there. Follow myself at Jordan Rules TSP. Follow Irvin at Swervin Irvin TSP. Follow the podcast on Instagram at Taproom Sports Podcast. For Mr. Big Ball and Ben Larson, Swervin Irvin Washington, I'm Jordan Stacks on Stacks, lads. We'll see y'all later. Have a good Thanksgiving. Peace.